Hey folks, Red Labor here. 2012 election is really not a lot to be excited about. You have Barack Obama, the Democrat, and Mitt Romney, the Republican. Neither men I would consider evil or anything like that, or anything pejorative. And let's just let's just say that the people who point fingers and refer to the other side as evil on either side, they're just out to lunch. They're both corporate centrists. They're both part of that corporate buddy-buddy system, and it doesn't really matter who wins this election. Both gentlemen are out there to make Wall Street happy. So there's really not a whole lot I could tell you about this election, except that if you're on the left, vote your conscience. If you feel like you got to vote for Barack Obama to stop the worst excesses of the Republicans, do it. If you feel like you got to vote green, or just have an anarchist mindset and not vote at all, do what you got to do. For me, the only thing I could feel optimistic about with regard to the 2012 election is the inevitable re-election of U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont. And that's what I want to talk about. Bernie Sanders is the only highest elected socialist in the country, and sorry folks on the right, Democrats are not socialists. Barack Obama is not a socialist. They're not. Trust me. Bernie Sanders is a socialist. He's unapologetic about being a socialist. And I want to give y'all a little bit of history about Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1940. His parents were Jewish immigrants from Poland. In the 1960s, while going to the University of Chicago, he was radicalized by some of the books he read at the library on campus, and joined the Young People's Socialist League accordingly. After he graduated with his degree in political science, he moved to Israel and lived in a kibbutz. And then he moved to Vermont in 1970 and worked with a tiny group called the Liberty Union Party to stop war and to have that kind of voice as a pacifist that he was at the time, still is. He became an elected mayor of Burlington, Vermont from 1981 to 89, and he did wonders as the mayor of that city. In 1990, he was the first socialist elected to the U.S. House of Representatives since the days of Congressman Victor Berger of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And from January 1991 until January 2007, he managed to keep getting himself reelected in the U.S. House of Representatives in Vermont's own congressional district. Bernie Sanders is a fighter, folks. He fights for the poor and middle class of this country. He fights for single-payer health care. He fights for civil liberties. And he takes on administrations when they go the wrong path. Doesn't matter whether they're Republicans, nor did it ever matter if they were a Democrat. Bernie Sanders stands up when the administration takes a wrongful path. I wish we had more people like Bernie Sanders, because if we had more people like Bernie Sanders, we would have a proper labor movement. Perhaps the one thing I dream about, a labor party, a viable labor party. So, anyway, he was elected in 2006 as the first socialist ever to be elected in the United States Senate. And he's running again for re-election as a U.S. Senator, and I hope that he gets re-elected, of course. And so, anyway, anyone find out about Bernie Sanders, check him out on YouTube. He has a lot of important things to say. And he's fighting for what's best about America. it's imperative that Bernie Sanders be reelected, and I hope that in the future we see more people like Bernie Sanders get elected into the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate, as well as state government, and hopefully the presidency. Anyway, thank you for your time, folks, and looking forward to corresponding with you again.